Alright, y'all, so I gotta make this quick because I gotta get my day started, trying to find some resources or whatever. But when I was in the hotel, I had some more visions and or whatever. I don't really remember everything, but I'm gonna tell y'all what I do remember. Okay, so it was a bunch of stuff going on. It was like, to me, it felt like it was some witchcraft activity. But then there was I started limping. Like, I started limping like this. I was like limping somewhere like this. And I limped all the way up to this church. And it's like they was having like an event or something. And when I went inside the church, there was like there was someone who was kind of like honoring a black girl. And then there were dancers. Like, she was darker skinned, you know, with the black girl features and everything, like trying to sing in the choir. And I was trying to hurry up and get up out of the church because I was like, damn, like, it's almost like they doing a ritual where it's like they won't even let other black women in the church who might not have the dark African features, you know, and you not really accepting us as, you know, African American in the church. And then when I was trying to run up out of there, I, like, you know, to want to praise God and give glory to God with our people. So when I was trying to run up out of there, I seen a whole bunch of girls who had the little praise dance outfits on, and they had like some navy blue shorts, and then they had like a turquoise top with the little tops cut off right there. Then they had like a little navy blue emblem, I think, with like diamonds around it. And their outfits was studded, and they was light skinned, and they had long hair to like the middle of their back. But it was like straight, and like when you got natural hair and you get it flat iron and it kind of puff up a little bit, but it's still curly at the bottom, like bumped underneath. It was like that, and it was long. And they was looking down at me, like looking at me like, who the hell is this? And so I was trying to run and get up out of there, right? And then I ended up running into somebody. Guess who I ran into in the vision? I'm trying to run and get up out of there, and I'm like, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, is it T.D. Jakes? So I ended up running into T.D. Jakes, and he had on all white. Like, he had on a clean white two-piece on. Like, it was come down to that, like, white and all white. And he was, like, skinny, but he was still kind of, like, buff. But he was, like, small, and he was, like, buff. And then, you know, he had a little bald head and everything, and he was walking like this, you know. And I was like, T.D. Jakes? And then, so after that, I was like, hold on, like, is that true? And all of a sudden, he had this something in his hand. And it was almost like a rod, kind of, sort of. But it had a star, like a star, a silver star on the end of it. And it was like, hold on, go around me, please. Yeah, on the ends of it. And then it was like studded. Like, it had like a gloss to it, like like it was like diamond. Like, it wasn't, it had diamonds. I don't think it was silver. But it was so clean that it was like shining and glistening. And then he did like that to my hand, but it didn't really like hit my hand, but whatever it did, something went into my hand. They trying to ride around making all this bullshit ass noise. Niggas, Lord forgive me. But anyway, so he did like that to my hand. And I was like, you know how you go on a roller coaster and you going down the roller coaster and you get that little feeling in your stomach or whatever when you going down the roller coaster and up and down the roller coaster? That's kind of what it felt like in my hand. Like something went into me when he did that to my hand. And then so after that, I started to like run off. And I was going back the way I came when I limped up there like that, you know. So when I came back up there because I was like, I couldn't believe what just happened. So I done went back up there, you know. And I'm like, hold on. Holla. okay, this ain't this for me. But anyway, so I was like, hold up. I came back up there to where all of this was happening, and I was like, did TD Jakes just like he was just up here, right? And then I seen it was like a bunch of celebrities up there too, like in the church. When I ran into TD Jakes, it was a whole bunch of other celebrities in there too, but I don't remember them. Girl, like here come people like trying to swoop up and all this bullshit because they on some bullshit. Y'all know what they trying to do as far as Andre Jones out here. So let them get out their car and do what they need to do, so I can finish telling y'all what's going on, because it's some bullshit. Nope, ain't getting no shine. Anyway, so basically, because I'm finna move around, I ain't finna be right here, but I need to find a good spot to tell y'all. So anyway, it was a whole bunch of other celebrities or whatever in there, but I don't remember who they were. And so when I went back in there, I came back up there like, hold on, TD Jakes was just up here. And then there was bleachers. So where the praise girls was, when they was kind of looking down on me, they was gone, and now it was some bleachers. Like if you go to a pep rally on the inside of a gym, it was like that. And it was the same setup where the church was, the same doorway and everything. And this time I had seen a whole bunch of celebrity women, black women, sitting up on the bleachers or whatever. And it was kind of like it was like a nightclub scene now. And I was like, oh my goodness, y'all, was y'all at TD Jakes service, or was y'all, was we at TD Jakes service or something? And they was like, yeah. And I was like, what's going on? I was like, is this some sort of like Christmas summer jam type thing? Like, I didn't know what was going on. And they was like, well, yeah, he was here. And I was like, well, let me go look at his calendar to see what events he's recently had and what events he got coming up. So I seen Princess Love off Love and Hip Hop, and she was like real skinny or whatever. And when I seen her, hold on, let me let this man go by, if he's coming by, because I ain't got time for the bullshit. He gotta come out skateboarding past me. He can't go, in the street. But anyway, so Princess Love, and she was real skinny, and I was like, hey girl, she was sitting on the bleachers like in the area where all these women were, and I was up there too, like, and I was like, hey Princess, I was like, you still with Ray J? And she was like, yeah, she was like, like, and she was real sweet and humble, and kind. And I was like, hey girl, like, I gave her a high five because she was saying she was still with Ray J or whatever. And I was like, give me some, and I like gave us a little dap. And then there was another woman up there who, I don't remember her name, I don't remember who she was, I forgot her. But I asked her if she was still with her husband too, and she was like, yeah. And I gave her a high five, dapped her up. And then so after that, I had seen Yandy Smith off Love and Hip Hop. And Yandy was like a mannequin, and she had on some, because Princess, I think, had on some red lipstick. Yandy had on some black lipstick with some crystal studs on it. And then she had her hair up in a little ponytail and some other ponytails or whatever. And it was real long, and she had on black, and she was sitting down too. But she looked skinny in the face. But like, the rest of her body, I don't know, like if she was thick, Yandy been thick. And so she was kind of acting like, I'm gonna show you how her face was. She was like, I was like, what's wrong with Yandy? I was like, cause her face was just fixed like that. Hold on, y'all. So her face was just fixed like that. And I was like she was like how you are pausing for a picture? Like, she didn't even speak to me, and I was like, okay, that look like Yandy. I was like, what's wrong with Yandy? And so, after that, I was like, okay, I'm finna leave up out of here, and hold on. So that pretty much was it, I ended up leaving up out of there, and that was like, a light-skinned young man, and he was trying to do some sexual stuff with me. And he a rapper, and he got a lisp in his tongue. And then people was trying to like give me food like in my dream, like we know you pregnant, and we want to, you know, we wish we could like give you food or whatever, you know, wherever you at. Like if we was there, like we'll give you food, you know what I'm saying? And I thought that was sweet. And pretty much that was the end of it. So at like 6 a.m. I had got up and I had went and looked up Princess Love and on her Instagram, and I seen that she was skinny, because I remember she was kind of thick, and I know she had lost some weight, but I was like, oh, she is skinny, you know, and you know, it seemed like the Holy Spirit was like, oh, she cool or whatever. So I saw that she had like a bunch of what you call it when you got a bunch of like she had like a lot of pictures of her kids, you know. She seemed like she a real cool down to earth person. So I was like, okay, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and follow her on Instagram. She seemed like she keep her focus on her kids, and that's how I am. You know, I'm all about my children, you know, and I understand a lot of women want fame, fortune, and all that, but your children come first. And she seemed like she was cool with, you know, as far as her kids, keeping her kids first, and also keeping herself together as well. And I thought that was cool. And then I seen a new episode with her and Ray J, something coming on or whatever. So I don't know if they still together or not, but they look cute together. And then I saw her little wedding pictures and everything. And I don't stalk people on Instagram. I liked her little food pics of the tacos that she posted about you know, 15-20 hours ago or whatever. I liked that picture. And then them 3 tacos, because I wish I would have been the one eating them. And then I went and looked up Yandy Smith's page to see, like, okay, now Yandy was acting like she had a drink in her hand, like she was just like, honey, like acting silly, like, girl, I'm out here partying, I'm out here enjoying myself. So I was like, let me go on Yandy page. So I went on Yandy Instagram, and sure enough, Yandy was kind of, you know, skinny in the face. I seen the picture of her kids, and she was getting down. She was dancing, y'all. She was just having herself a good time. She was acting kind of silly, you know, same way she was acting in the vision that I had, like, you know, that's how Yandy was acting on her Instagram page too. So then I was like, okay, let me go to, and Princess was acting real humble, you know, like, you know, real cool, like she was in real person, like she was acting like a real cool homegirl, you know, and Yandy was acting like the turn up queen, you know, in the vision that I had, and that's how they was on their IG. Princess Love was real cool, laid back, hey, sweet, you know, on her IG, and Yandy was the turn up queen on her IG. So I thought that was really cool. So I went to what's his name, TD Jakes. I went to TD Jakes' Instagram, and sure enough, y'all, he was skinny and buff, just like in the vision. And he seemed like he changed a lot, and that he have probably some really good team members, and he may got some really good sermons or whatever. But you know, I see a lot of change in him, you know. And when I had went back and talked to what's the girl name? Hold on, y'all. When I had went back and talked to Princess in the vision that I had, hold on. Let them go, please. So he gotta get his little food. I wish he was giving me that food. But anyway, so when I had seen when I had went and talked to Princess, I was like, TD Jakes was just over here, and she was like, yeah, like, well, it was all of the girls was kind of like, yeah. And then I was like, he just did something to my hand. I was like, something went into me when, this is what I said in the vision, I was like, whatever he did, something went into me. Like, it went, like when he did that with the star, something went into me. And I was trying to figure out what he had did. But anyway, so I did follow Princess on Instagram. I'm gonna look up some more stuff about TD Jakes, you know, see, you know, what he got going on or whatever. But I thought that was pretty cool. But anyway, I have to go. I gotta try to run an errand. I'm gonna try to see if they'll give me some food stamps or something. I don't know. They might not, because they cut off my food stamps. They had given me some emergency food stamps, And then when I was at my sister's house, they just cut them off. I don't know if they only last for a month or what, but they only gave them to me for a month. And after that, they was cut off. And y'all know what's going on with the state of Texas trying to have me without no damn food, you know. So I'm going to try to see what I can do, y'all. But it's 5 miles to the food stamp office. So I'm going to go heat up these noodles that I got. I got one little pack of noodles. And then if I can get a ride to the food stamp office, cool. If I can't, I'm gonna have to walk. I'm gonna have to start now. I just left for checkout. I'm gonna probably sit, eat my noodles, post these videos, and then I'm heading to the food stamp office. It might take me all day to get there, you know, but first I need to check to see if they open today or not. They should be. It seems like everything else is back open, that the little New Year holiday stuff is over. So I'm gonna go and see if they'll help us out with some food stamps or whatever. And then if not, then I'll have to figure something else out. And I might call around to some of these shelters, but you know, I'ma see, because they just been giving me the runaround. But we'll see.